Three's Company was a comedy phenomenon, pushing boundaries with its risque misunderstandings and iconic physical comedy. It defined an era of television. As we celebrate its hilarious legacy, we also take a moment to remember the brilliant cast members we've lost, whose performances created pure, timeless laughter. Jack Tripper is the iconic heart of the show, beloved for his flawless physical comedy, boundless charm, and the high-wire act of pretending to be gay to live with two women. His good-natured scrambling and culinary passion made him a lovable and hilarious hero. While some modern critiques note dated elements, his character's warmth and comedic genius remain universally celebrated. The role was defined by John Ritter, who was born in 1948 and was in his late 20s when the series began. He passed away in 2003 from an aortic dissection. Ritter's unparalleled talent for slapstick and genuine heart made Jack Tripper a television icon for the ages. Helen Roper is a groundbreaking and beloved character, celebrated for her candid, outspoken nature about her sexless marriage with Stanley. Her bold humor, relatability as a frustrated wife, and maternal friendship with the roommates made her an instant fan favorite and crucial to the show's early success. She was a feminist voice wrapped in a housecoat, beloved for her honesty. The role was brilliantly portrayed by Audra Lindley, who was born in 1918 and was in her late 50s when the series began. He passed away in 1997 from complications of leukemia. Lindley's fearless and heartfelt performance made Helen Roper an iconic and deeply human character. Ralph Furley is a legendary fan favorite, the flamboyant, fashion-challenged landlord whose wild outfits and innocent misinterpretations of Jack's life provided endless comedy. His attempts to be cool and his deep-seated naivete made him hysterically endearing. He is universally adored as a brilliant comedic creation who perfectly replaced the Ropers and carried the show's later seasons. The role was immortalized by Don Knotts, who was born in 1924 and was in his early 50s when he joined the series. He passed away in 2006 from lung cancer. Knotts' masterful physicality and impeccable timing made Furley one of television's most unforgettable characters. Stanley Roper is a perfectly crafted comic antagonist, the miserly, lecherous, and perpetually suspicious landlord whose fear of his wife, Helen, drove countless plots. His penny-pinching ways and constant misinterpretations of the roommates' innocent actions made him a character viewers loved to be exasperated by. He is the quintessential sitcom foil, whose chemistry with Helen defined the show's early seasons. The role was played by Norman Fell, who was born in 1924 and was in his early 50s when the series began. He passed away in 1998 from bone marrow cancer. Fell's brilliant, curmudgeonly timing made Mr. Roper an unforgettable and hilarious pillar of the series. Lana Shields is a memorably bold and hilarious character, the wealthy, much older, and aggressively amorous neighbor who relentlessly pursued a terrified Jack. Her overt sexuality and confident, predatory humor flipped traditional sitcom gender roles, making her a groundbreaking and fan-favorite recurring villain. The role was played by Anne Wedgeworth, who was born in 1934 and was in her mid-40s during her appearances. He passed away in 2017 from natural causes. Wedgeworth's fearless and exuberant performance made Lana Shields a truly iconic and scene-stealing presence. Chrissy Snow is an iconic symbol of the show, the quintessential sweet, naive, and delightfully dim-witted blonde whose malapropisms and innocent charm defined its early success. While some modern critiques find her character overly simplistic, her genuine warmth and comedic timing made her a beloved audience favorite and a core part of the series' original magic. The role was played by Suzanne Somers, who was born in 1946 and was in her early 30s when the series began. She passed away in 2023 from breast cancer. Somers' unique blend of innocence and charisma made Chrissy an unforgettable television icon. Mike is a fan-favorite background character, the perpetually unimpressed, long-suffering server at the Regal Beagle. His deadpan reactions to the gang's outlandish schemes provided a constant source of silent comedy. Though he had no lines, his expressive, weary presence made him a beloved and iconic part of the show's universe. The role was played by Brad Blaisdell, who was born in 1949 and was in his late 20s when the series began. He passed away in 2018 after a long battle with cancer. Blaisdell's masterful physical comedy made the bartender an unforgettable and integral part of Three's Company's charm. Dean Travers is a memorable one-time character, the strict, no-nonsense dean of Janet's college, who becomes convinced Jack is a disrupted influence. His rigid authority and disapproval create the perfect high-stakes comedic obstacle, forcing the roommates into an elaborate charade. He is a classic example of a stern, institutional foil who heightens the farce, making his single episode a standout. The role was played by William Pearson, who was born in 1911 and was in his mid-60s during his appearance. He passed away in 2004 from undisclosed causes. Pearson's commanding and humorless presence made Dean Travers a perfectly formidable antagonist for the episode. Reverend Luther Snow is a memorable one-time character, Chrissy's strict, moralistic uncle whose surprise visit triggers a classic farcical episode. He is a perfect example of a high-stakes, traditional authority figure who elevates the show's signature comedy of misunderstandings. The role was played by Peter Mark Richmond, who was born in 1927 and was in his early 50s during his appearance. He passed away in 2021 from natural causes. Richmond's stern and formidable presence made Reverend Snow a hilariously effective catalyst for chaos. Janet Wood is the beloved, sensible heart of the trio, whose level-headedness and ambitious nature often clashed with the chaotic schemes around her. While not as flashy as her roommates, her intelligence, loyalty, and strength made her an indispensable and universally respected anchor throughout the series. The role was played by Joyce DeWitt, who was born in 1949 and was in her late 20s when the series began. Her career is most defined by this iconic role, with later appearances including guest spots on shows like Living in TV Land. DeWitt's warm, grounded, and witty performance made Janet the essential glue that held the iconic household together.
Larry Dallas is the ultimate sleazy, womanizing best friend whose shady schemes and get-rich-quick plans constantly land Jack in hot water. As a used car salesman, his slippery charm and total lack of scruples made him hilariously untrustworthy, yet essential comedic foil. The role was played by Richard Klein, who was born in 1944 and was in his early 30s when he joined the series. The actor is also known for That's My Mama, and has had a long career in theater and television. Klein's perfectly smarmy and energetic performance made Larry an iconic and unforgettable part of the show's chemistry.
Cindy Snow is a memorable one-season character, Chrissy's younger cousin who moves in as her temporary replacement. While sharing Chrissy's sweet naivete, Cindy is portrayed as slightly more grounded and intellectual, often lost in books. Her character served to fill a difficult void, and while she had fans who appreciated her charm, she was ultimately overshadowed by the iconic status of the original trio's chemistry. The role was played by Jenna Lee Harrison, who was born in 1958 and was in her early 20s during her time on the show. She is also known for her roles on Dallas and in films like The Funny Farm. Harrison brought a gentle, studious charm to the role, providing a distinct flavor during a transitional period for the series. Terri Alden is widely respected as the smart, capable, and grounded replacement for Chrissy, a registered nurse whose dry wit and athleticism brought a new, mature dynamic to the trio. While some fans missed the original chemistry, many appreciated her level-headedness and the different flavor of comedy she provided, making her a successful and popular character in her own right. The role was played by Priscilla Barnes, who was born in 1955 and was in her mid-20s when she joined the series. Her career includes The Devil's Rejects, Mallrats, and a long run on The Young and the Restless. Barnes brought a confident and sharp comedic presence that skillfully evolved the show's dynamic. Enjoyed the show? Want to see more like it? Then check out our next video.